After 2 times, Kevin, you're no longer a guest. You're just part of the team, so that's why you don't get to go first, and like you did last time.
All
Okay,
right. That's
already now said, yes, that is what Kid Rock will look like in 2 years.
At least this time I'm not a guest showing my ceiling fan as the whole show's going on.
Yeah, advertising your OnlyFans.
I freaking love,
only
dude. Your background was awesome last time, man. Whatever, I don't know. Your setup was perfect last time. I mean, I'm not saying what's behind you is bad, but I was pretty jelly of your setup last
Oh,
time.
that's our flag for my band. I got like 3 or 4 of those.
That one is too, but it just blends in. You can't see it.
Yeah, I lost you for a minute. Luckily, you're wearing the bright colors because you keep coming back. You know.
This is my military whoopee, man. When it gets cold, that thing comes out, and it's getting cold. It came out.
It is. Like I said, I kind of envisioned a horror ball, and what songs would make me get out and dance. I mean, barring a beautiful woman to dance with, but this first one, like any good dance, any good band, you got to kick them off kind of fast and heavy. You got to get the blood flowing. You got to get the blood pumping. I don't know how much blood will be pumping in Zombies, but I Walked with the Zombie by Wednesday 13. Wednesday 13 is one of my favorite bands. The song is off of the 2005 album Transylvania 90210. They have fun, and this one they kind of take that old 60s, 50s, 60s rock love songs and punk it up a little bit, and horror punk it up a little bit. They got whoa, all the woos and the woes like in the back there, and then claps in it, and it's just very, very catchy. And I love that song after I've heard a buddy of mine in the first band turned me on to Wednesday and all the horror genre kind of music, and so I've stuck with some of it. My number 4 came along about I learned about this young lady the same time from an ex, and this song I'd never heard it, but it fits beautifully. It's Ghost Highway. So for this song, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. You get them excited, you get the blood flowing, and then you throw a little slow dance in there, and you can cuddle up with your honey, and whether she's dead or alive or a zombie or a werewolf or whatever, you can cuddle up and dance with her. But this one sounds like it was recorded in a church, and I'm pretty sure the two main instruments are a harpsichord. I'm sure it's like a harpsichord. It's got this weird sound. I didn't have enough time to actually research and see what it is, but it's got a very harpsichordy sound, and then some heavy distorted guitar, a little reverb, and then she comes in with her all of her songs are like love songs, but it's like a kind of a spooky love song, and she's got a lot of reverb on her voice, and so it sounds haunted. And then later on, the church organ comes in and just caps it off. But it's a beautiful slow song that I would love to slow dance with a beautiful woman too. So that's why I picked that one. My number 3 was Monsters. I told Kevin it was going to be number 1, but logistics didn't work. It ended up at number 3, Kevin. I'm sorry, but
so I got a 1 and a 3, so that's a 13, which is a perfect horror number.
There you go.
Lucky number and favorite number, so that works out great. All 3 of us.
Technically, Santiago. Yeah, you did get a 1. Yeah, that's the way Santia does it. So yes, you got 13. But good job, Kevin.
You got
I went with another Wednesday 13-ish song. It's Wednesday 13, and then Joey Jordison from Slipknot, and then like a few other people, but Murderdolls. And like I said, same time, I kind of got into all of these at the same time. And this one is a Dead in Hollywood, because it lists all the monsters, all the good monsters, and still got that same kind of old school, vintage. I don't know how to. It sounds like it was written in the 50s, but just punkified. Basically sped up a little bit and a little screamy. But this was off 2002 album Beyond the Valley of the Murderdolls, and I think they had 2 albums before they just gave it up. I think they had 2 albums, and then I think it was probably in a lull with Slipknot. I think their Slipknot was off, and that's kind of what did it.
And probably a huge ego factor going on with the Murderdolls, because look at all the people that were in it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're all from other bands. They're all
How does Slipknot? Of course, they've had people come and go, but look at all the people there. That's been
Yeah, but they hide behind masks, so that makes it a little different.
It could be 5 different people playing the same character. No one would even know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like I say, that one, again, it's a faster upbeat, get the blood flowing again. So we're gonna slow it down for number 2. We're gonna slow it down and get to a little dancing again, get a little snuggle up to Ghost to Ghost. Both of my slow songs are ghost songs, but Ghost to a Ghost by Hank Williams III off of the Ghost to Ghost album, Guttertown/Guttertown. And it's got like accordions, like 12 accordions, I think, and 12 fiddles, and it's got the plucking and the fiddles, and it's very Victorian style, probably like New Orleans in style. So it's got that I envisioned the first 5 seconds of the song. I envisioned people in the Victorian get up doing a waltz in this big ass ballroom that's haunted and ghosts flying around and stuff, and it's got the signature Hank vocals, his dark and low vocals, and then the chorus hits, and it's got like this backing metal vocal screaming behind him. He's like, ghost to a ghost, ghost to a ghost, going behind him, and little good, rock distorted guitar going with it. So I thought that was clever. Normally, weird mashups like that throw me, when like try to take like 4 genres and cram them together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the case on this one. It was a very good song. I liked it.
Hank 3 was good at that. I mean,
Yeah, he was. He
had that app jack band.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
My number 1 it's from a horror movie, a sci-fi horror movie, but the story behind it really is what got me. And it's off the soundtrack for the Faculty, 1998 Faculty. I sent it to you guys because I read that story, and then I hadn't really heard the song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd watched the movie a couple times, so I heard the song, but it's the cover of Another Brick in the Wall by a kind of super group. They called it Class of '99, but they only got together to record like the 2 songs. And I don't even think Layne Staley, which they brought in, and he did the vocals. And like I say, this was after Jane or Alice in Chains had kind of been on hiatus for 4 years. He was in the depths of his addiction. I mean, he showed up to the studio looking like a ghost, missing teeth, and they had to go back and like fix a lot of the lisp because he didn't have no teeth, so his S's were really, really hard. And Tom Morello's playing guitar, the lead guitar on this, and they got 3 other cats, which I didn't recognize who they were, so they don't really matter. I'm sorry, guys. I mean,
Stephen Perkins,
Yeah.
something Lee Noble, and Matt. I don't know. One of the guys from Collective Soul. The other guy, Jane's Addiction.
Yep. I remember seeing that, but I didn't.
Another band that wasn't destined to make it because too many egos.
Like I say, that one, I don't know how long after he passed, but but that was known as his last recording. And like I said, it just sounds eerie, and you can hear the lyrics, you can hear the lisp still, and
yeah, he looked like he was a POW from the Holocaust, man.
He looks pretty rough in the pictures from that band or from that recording.
Oh, yeah.
And they when they made the video for it, they used like some parts from the movie and stuff like that, and then they had Tom Morello and the other guys. They had them live on stage, being recorded, and they used footage back from what was his super group? The one that no, Layne Staley, not Temple of a Dog. There was Temple of Dark Rumor River of Deceit is the song, right?
I don't know.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it, but he had a little solo project. It was like a kind of a super group, kind of like Temple of a Dog, where it had that. But
Mad Season,
yes. But like I said, this kind of spawned a rumor. This song kind of spawned a rumor that the Rage Against the Machine, when they were getting ready to start Audio Slave, it spawned a little rumor that they were wanting Layne Staley. Tom Morello denies it because he probably seen what kind of shape he was in at this point, and I mean it was pretty bad, but supposedly he had got clean or something. That was the deal. But I say Tom Morello denies it, and obviously we know Chris Cornell took the spot and made Audio Slave what it is. But that's my 5.
Good list.
Yay.
right. You locked and loaded, coach, assistant coach K711.